I might not always live up to this on my channel, but in general, I like to think of myself as a very critical person. But if you want to be critical, or you already think that you're critical, you need to hear these things. This is going to be a very short video. I don't have a lot of ideas or things lined up, so here's just a little bit of Doom gameplay, and here's me talking. It's also 3 in the morning, so cut me some slack. So let's paint a for instance. Okay, you right here watching the video, you are now coming out of a movie theater. You just saw a brand new movie. Now your friend, who you just went to see the movie with, as if any of us have friends. Okay, so you come out of the movie theater with your friend, and your friend turns to you and asks, "What did you think of the movie?" Now, of course, there's no definitive correct or incorrect way to say things. As long as you're speaking audible English, people should get off your back most of the time. Like 99% of the time, just let people talk how they want to talk. So when your friend turns to you and asks, "Did you like the movie?" or "What did you think of the movie?" you could say, "I liked it. I didn't like it. It was bad. It was good." These are very casual things in our language. There's this thing that a lot of people in my house do. They put lime on watermelon. We recently learned it from our neighbors. And I said, "That tastes bad." And I was corrected and told that you think it tastes bad. Obviously, if it just objectively tasted bad, no one here would be enjoying it. There's things that humans do not like to eat. Dog shit and things of the sort, and the people that do like to eat those things have mental disorders. So obviously, if lime on watermelon tasted bad, then of course, yeah, nobody in this room or in my house would like it. When someone says something is bad, they usually are referring to their own opinion. Now, if you're really curious, you can ask a qualifying statement like, "You think it's bad?" or "You just think it's bad?" It's still unnecessary, but if you are really curious if they think something is bad, or if they find it to be bad subjectively. Again, that's still a little pointless, but it's normal, you can do it. It's important that you ask it like a question, like, "Do you just think it's bad, or do you think it's really bad?" instead of saying, "No, you just think it's bad." They know they're just sharing their opinion. They know that. I knew that when I didn't like the lime on the watermelon. Alright, this is kind of a mess, but so let's just take this back to the theater. You're coming into the theater with your friend. He turns to you. "What did you think of the movie?" he asks you. A really smart thing you can do is say something along the lines of, "I think objectively it was a well put together movie. The sound, the lighting, the effects, it was all good. Subjectively, I wasn't into it. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the plot. It seemed a little redundant to me. Some of the scenes went on too long, and I didn't like the music choices even though they worked for the scenes. They kept using that instrument that I just don't like." This is the key to critical conversation. The ability to separate the objective from the subjective. Let's take this into a gaming context because I am a gaming channel. Talk about Overwatch. I personally find Overwatch to be a little overrated, and you might disagree with that. You might be angry just at the fact that I said that. But hear me out. If I was to go more in depth, I would say I find it overrated. I don't feel like what Overwatch as a product has to offer me is worth all the hype. I feel like as a product, there are better products out there. There's a footnote to this, and we'll get to that after I'm done making my point here. So subjectively, I find Overwatch to be overrated, but one of the things I could say is, and this is actually how I feel, objectively, Overwatch is a really well-made game. I just don't think it's Game of the Year worthy. I feel like it's a solid competitive multiplayer game. I just don't find it to be the best game that came out in 2016, or even in the top 10 lists of shooters. I know it's well made, I know it has a good design, I know why people like it, I see why they like it, I could make a whole video about that. But just a brief short thing here, I objectively see that the game is well made, I subjectively think it's not as good as people make it out to be. It's not Game of the Year good, in my opinion. And other times, I say stuff like, I know objectively it's poorly made, but subjectively I like it. This is the case with Doctor Who. I love the show Doctor Who. Objectively, the plots have so many holes in them. The music choices are really cheesy and off. The editing is bad. The lighting is always terrible, especially in the earlier seasons. Subjectively, I love it. I enjoy Doctor Who. I like Doctor Who. Now, you could ask yourself, why wouldn't you just say like? I don't know, there's something about saying, the movie's terrible, but I like it. There's a bit of charm to that, but I feel like it's more appropriate to say, objectively, it does a lot of things wrong, but I, subjectively, found it really enjoyable. The words you use are really up to you, obviously. again, my opinion on what words sound better is completely up to me, and the words you want to use are up to you. But just make sure you can distinguish between something being objectively bad and your dislike of it. Even if you can point out objectively bad things, things that shouldn't exist in video games, movies, your favorite music, and certain food, something that is objectively bad, like something being oversalted, something not being optimized for the console you play it on, a TV show with bad plot holes and terrible lighting. Make sure you can compartmentalize those two parts of your brain and be able to say, well, objectively, it's poorly made, subjectively, I like it, or vice versa, subjectively, I hate it, though objectively, it is well made. There are songs and paintings that I do not enjoy looking at or hearing at all. This covers most of Mozart and pictures like the Mona Lisa. Are they good pieces of art? Are they good pieces of music? Of course. I do not enjoy them. So what exactly is the point of this video? Well, obviously, you went into this video knowing that everybody has opinions, and people have differing opinions from you. The key, though, to critical conversation lies within being able to take the objective goodness and separate it from your subjective dislike, the objective terribleness from your subjective enjoyment. Work on finding out what those two things are and what they are to you. Because even the things that you find to be objectively bad, somebody else out there is going to find them to be just fine. And that's what makes humans so cool. I think that's what makes people so cool. That's what makes YouTube and the internet so cool. We get to hear all of these ideas, and hopefully we take them in and learn from them and adapt to them and with them, and don't just push back against them all the time. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Actually, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know when you guys are watching this. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy every day as if it was your weekend. I hope you guys have a good one. If I triggered you about the Overwatch thing, fuck it, dude. I have no patience. I don't care. You can get fucking pissed off. It's an electronic toy. Even my favorite video games are electronic toys. And I have a gaming channel, so I don't know. Gotta have a little bit of distance from the things we love, otherwise they start to consume us and we just become the things that we enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you when I see you.